They told Chinese princesses 3,000 plus years ago, bind your feet where you can't walk, it's sexy. And by the way, wear diapers. You can't get up. We're going to change your diaper. It's sexy. You know what? Don't even learn how to talk. It's sexy. Really, it was the inner priest class becoming the real emperors. And in every ancient culture, women got out of hand. They said, you know what? It's really sexy if you bind your feet up where you can't walk. Just sitting there and shut up. They're like, oh, it's trendy. See, women are really controlled by style more than anybody. And the high priests in every culture figured this out. Whether it was ancient Europe, China, Japan, Mesoamerica, wealthy women got out of hand, so you just learned to go. It's very sexy to not leave this house and wear a hood over your head and be chained up against the wall. And it's very sexy to have your feet bound up where you can't walk. Well, that's how it is now. The police have all got to have machine guns, and it's really sexy to have machine guns everywhere and checkpoints. And if you're having a party at the country club, have some cops with full combat gear out front. It's like, ooh, ooh, oh, it's like Jack Bauer is going to be there. Woo. See, they're using the same thing where, gee, I wish we had a checkpoint. Gee, I wish we had a drone over our house. Gee, I wish we had some forced inoculation. It's like real manly now to not have rights. And then you're not allowed to have a gun, but there's just troops everywhere. Just, ugh. Remember in New York, if you go to New York, you just see cops in battle helmets literally making the most ridiculous faces you can imagine, just like, ugh. You're like, how you doing, officer? Ugh. Ugh. That's the new manliness, not being informed, not knowing anything, not being involved. Just drink your fluoride, take your GMO, roll over and die, hand your kids over to the state, but just lift weights all day, and then just wear combat outfits and just stand there going, ugh. And everybody just worships you. Oh, my God. Oh, the state's so powerful. And if you go to Mexico or Guatemala or Nicaragua, or if you go to Romania or you go to North Korea, you're going to see the same thing. People standing around with machine guns looking at everyone for just 9 hours a day. The troops are on power trips because they're getting the power trip of the dress up. They dress up in the outfit. They're not fighting real armies. They're not fighting Al-Qaeda. Their boss runs Al-Qaeda. It's all simulated to take over. They're all under attack. They're losers. They work for the New World Order. They're being chemically warfare and biologically warfare targeted by the eugenicist program. They're going to die young. Their kids are going to die young. Their whole birthright's been taken. But you know what? They got uniforms and guns strapped to their leg, and they're standing around going, yeah, come on, Team Delta, Baker, Baker, we're going to run checkpoints and stop the drug running. That the globalists fly the drugs in. Then any competition that doesn't pay their cut properly, you get told to go raid. You're just schmucks. You're jokes. The whole thing's a game. The whole thing is just a complete police state fraud. The old days of cops were going in against thugs. They didn't even need bulletproof vests. They just ran in and kicked down the door. Nowadays, if there was a UT sniper, he'd be up there for 9 days. The police would be down urinating on themselves in puddles on the ground. If citizens tried to fire up at them, the police would machine gun the citizens. I mean, the citizens are dogs.
We're on the march.